right, we're talking about my upcoming movie, thedoctor2020.com. Yeah, let's hope not. All right, I'm just trying this out because, as the doctor would say, start where you are, not where you think you are. All right. Oh, yeah, and if you're going to do anything, make sure you have control of as much as you can. Here I have no control over audio. I'm only using my iPhone now because nobody believes in my project. But hold on a second. I'd have to improve the lighting in this room, but it doesn't matter. Well, for now, we're going to listen to the sound of construction and my instruction. All right, here we are. Healing Secrets 101. How to actually heal. Okay, let's imagine we're in the worst condition of our lives. We're in bed. Because if you don't understand my story from at least the bed, not the jacuzzi, forget the jacuzzi. Just the bed, all right. So as you lay in bed, what do you do? Depending on where you are in your healing process, I should block out this light. I need better lighting. I need a whole production team. Where are you? Nobody believes in my project, I told you. The doctor has no helper. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. No, that was the Beach Boys song. We don't even have clearance for that. Sorry, Brian. I mean, whatever. Okay, so here we are back at how to heal. Okay, now we have a problem getting in and out of bed all the time, right? Most people are in and out of bed all the time. Now, if you need to stop right there and say, that's where I'm at, here's where we're going. Otherwise, move on to another video. You don't want to hear my whole story, do you? All right, now, so we go all the way into bed and we say, ow, right? Because usually that's our hips. Now, if you haven't seen a masseuse, well, they'll take your money. But you need to get these things moving in between. So that's right. I have the one standing up, but I'm going to show you the whole martial art techniques from the bed. This is the greatest martial art of all time. Watch. Here I am in bed, practicing my fall. And of course, my angle is horrible. Right? Oh, my angle is horrible. Okay, log 3, take 1. Now, if you imagined you were being recorded 24/7, you figured people would find out things about you that they didn't like. Well, of course they would. Look, I sleep on a bed with light greenish pillows. Somebody's got to hate me for that, right? Oh, it doesn't matter. What we do is we begin where we're at. And everybody is a showman. But who's the greatest showman? Not me, not me. No, not me. I'm not the greatest showman. I'm a magician. I'm going to show you how magicians change over time and affect their body. Only magicians knew the secrets to the healing arts. And the first principle of magic is static posture, Qi Gong. If you hold any posture for any length of time, it will become a stronghold to you. Even the Greeks knew this. They knew rolling giant weights all over their body. They didn't just lift them; they pounded their bodies. And they did a lot more than you realize. But that's why I'm the doctor. I'm here to heal everybody, teach you all my secrets as fast as you can understand them. It doesn't matter how fast you can understand them. I'm just going to teach them to you. Now, as you hold your posture, and here I'm kind of pushing back from my feet, pushing back here, kind of like a jiu-jitsu escape technique. Yeah. So jiu-jitsu defense is the feminine art, the snake. All of the grappling arts are rooted in the snake. And this is what we're teaching is snake kung fu. Now, in order to begin snake kung fu, we always teach it to the weakest among us first. Teach them the secrets. Watch them heal. Then let the rest of them follow and perform a movement of healing. Right? Sometimes it was just a massage technique. Sometimes it was a yoga posture. Now, the reason I'm not a fan of yoga is because I'm not a fan of worshiping any deity other than my God. Right? So this is Tong Sao, which is what the Hebrews brought to China. The one they organized, well, not all of it, right? But this particular principle, the art of statuing, which was taken by the Greeks and created by the Hebrews, waiting upon the Lord in a posture, in any posture, creates strength, right? Come on, biblical scholars. Those who wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. Now, I'm working on myself here. I got problems in my neck still. Now, you take any posture you want to, right? Now, some of you might say, oh, that's too much for me. Oh, or that's too little for me. Well, hold on. This gets really complicated real quick. So if you're looking for a martial art, you found the greatest one, but I have to explain everything to you, or else you will get lost along the way. Now, you do this move, and if you can easily do this and there's no like resistance or whatever, you can swing this back and forth. Wham! There's your martial art part, right? But here in a healing art, we're gonna move it here at first as gently as we can. Where does our breath get us to? Does it only get us to there? Can we reach all the way back to here? Can we reach all the way over? Right? That's just the arm. Now I'm going to really make it complicated because movement is not just arm movements and, feet movements. It's not just, these are not the only ways to move as a martial artist, right? There's other ways to move. And the Chinese have mastered the face. Because remember when they point themselves, they go like this. They don't point to their heart. These are the two warrior clans coming against each other. The two ideals. The ones that are facial and the ones that are heart. That's why we don't understand their movies. Because they speak from the face. And we speak from the heart. And we go, I don't get it. I don't know. Well, half of the movie was just, facial movements that you didn't get, their puppeteering or their way of facial expression didn't work for you. Right, but these are the two warrior groups. That's why we're talking about martial arts, Asian influence as opposed to Hebrew influence as well, because a lot of people come onto my channel for many different reasons. And mostly just for the things that I talk about. So if I talk about something you're interested in, you'll be certain that I know an awful lot about it, right? So I taught martial arts for a long time on MacDill Air Force Base. And then, privately here and there, for, over 10 years or so. And came to realize what martial arts really was. And what it was becoming, therefore stepped out of it, and a lot of people kept going, and I experienced a lot of pain, suffering, loss, and went on to be a counselor and all that stuff, and wanted to know how these things mix together. Well, they come together as what a doctor does, a healing art. Now here I am grabbing my arm here. This is like a judo hold. You can, I know I need better angles. You bring it around, put your arm in an arm bar. At the same time, your shoulder could be in a lock, depending on how loose your shoulder is. But see, jiu-jitsu techniques are only manipulations of a masseuse. So if you know Polari Karate, whatever it's called, I could never remember how to pronounce it, which is simply the ability to move as a servant, which is the art that they brought, and the other positions in the Hebrew art. Now, part of the Hebrew tradition is that the Indians are actually a tribe of what is it, Japheth or whatever, the Japhethites, and the darker the skin, some weird story from the book of Enoch that supposedly carried over that Noah's sons were all different color, but Canaan, the one who offended Arphaxad, or the house of Shem, is what Luke talks about in his gospel, because it says Kenan, and Kenan means fixed. So I don't have a lot of time to explain the Bible to you all, but just know that biblical authority, there's plenty of it here. That's basically all my authority is. So martial arts and biblical authority. So if you like martial arts and the Bible, let's keep talking. We're talking about healing, and we're talking about how movement is healing. Here's a technique. Everything's a technique. Doesn't matter. But the secrets of the snake, which is the art that I teach here, and we'll talk about how it separates from the Bible, and how you use hypnotism, flexibility, which is the most important, which is the glue that holds them all together, is flexibility. Now, I always say the more worse you are, the more you need to focus on the middle, right? Which is like a me, right? And the way you focus on the middle is right in bed, right? Right, you can, whatever you know, because you're bound to know a million things already, right? At least, let's hope so. If you're a martial artist and watching this channel, or if you're not a martial artist and you're watching this, and you're learning martial arts and you're watching this, you're gonna be blown away. Don't go nowhere. All right. So episode 1, feet. Right, the toes are the most important thing. They support your body. Right. So this feeling you'll get in your toes, where they start to stiffen up, that's because stuff that goes from your head, stomach. I think the Indian yoga tradition, I'm like I said, I've never studied yoga, so I don't know. But the yoga tradition is that these chakras, or these parts of your body, emanate stuff. And obviously they emanate desire, right? Because every movement is a desire. And that's how we surpass it. So we put the toe down here in its ultimate surrender posture, because what's the other principle of Tong Sao? Surrender. Guarantee your success. Surrender. Do nothing which is any useless effort. Right? So now we know that the most important thing is start where you are, not where you think you are. Right? Every martial arts school puts emphasis on where everybody is at this moment, and they're all able to hit heavy back.